Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday, March 15th, and this world is so weird. So I just went to put some cash in the bank so I could pay my cell phone bill. I'm so tired. I was up till after 5 in the morning, and then Adri was calling me this morning. Well, it was like around noon, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I just went to bed at midnight or at 5 in the morning. Oh my gosh, come on, stupid thing. So I went to the bank to put money in, and it made me put my card in like 3 different times, which was weird. I go to the same bank all the time. I've never had issues. So then it finally takes my card, and what is going on here? It finally takes my card, and I go to put cash in, and it won't take my cash. It's like, what the heck? Are you afraid to take my cash because you think it has germs on it? I don't know. It was just so strange. I've never had it not take cash. Hold on. Sorry. No, don't go back. I hate this remote. This one, like, always lags. Anyway, so then I leave there, I'm like, whatever. I'm going to grab some lunch and get back home. I have so much to do before the kids get home. And Jay said it's probably going to be a little after 4 when they come home instead of 6. But he said he wants to get pizza for dinner. I'm like, that's fine. Bring them home around dinner time and bring us pizza then. It's either a life flight or a plane. It sounds like a plane. Yeah, it's a plane. So I go to Taco Bell. Great. Now I have a cough. So I go to Taco Bell. The line is ridiculously long. Like, it's never really long. And like, it stopped in a weird spot. Usually it stops like car length. But this one was like, the line was off. I don't know. Maybe I'm off. So, is there anything in here? So I order my food. I pull up to get my food. On the window, it says that the dining rooms are now, starting today, dining rooms are closed to help prevent the spread of this virus. But you can still do drive-through. What the heck? You guys watch my videos. I get like little coughs all the time. I'm just so tired. I'm stirring up dirt and dust from cleaning. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm going home, getting back to my cleaning. I'm glad I don't have cable because it would just be like, I don't know. So here's what we have. Today, we have a Mexican pizza, which I get them occasionally. I haven't had them in a while. We have nachos with cheese and guacamole. Dang it, I can't scoot you back any farther. Maybe I just need to tip you down a little bit. Oh no, this phone's so heavy, I feel like it's going to tip this tiny tripod. We'll try it and see. We'll see what we get. So, okay. And then we have 2 crunchy tacos, add sour cream. And for all of you that can't get them, I got a chili cheese burrito, add sour cream. I just had Taco Bell 2 days ago. It's my go-to. Man, I love tacos. So then I saw that on their window. I'm like, what the heck? Our restaurant's going to be closed? Like, I don't know. I don't watch TV because I don't have TV. If my TV's on, it's on like shows for the kids like YouTube or Netflix. Or like YouTube for me. So, I don't know. Is that a thing? Are restaurants closing everywhere? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You can see I still have cleaning supplies everywhere. I've been cleaning like big time. But all day yesterday, I've just been in this same room the entire day. But needed it. My room was a disaster. It's been a disaster for months. I was just saying yesterday, I really want Yamato's hibachi. But, Crazy out there. But I also had a thought. I'll get to my thought in a minute. Look, I've smeared makeup. I literally got out of my bed and put on shoes. Okay. So, this whole coronavirus thing, yes, it's crazy. Something media are making out to be something that it's not. Something is just a joke. People are going crazy. There's people that work that have to find childcare because their kids are going to be out of school for like a month or longer. Who knows? But maybe this is all happening for a reason. They say one of God's greatest gifts is unanswered prayers, okay? So many parents, I'm a stay-at-home mom for now. So many parents are just overworked, run down. They go to work, get their kids, run them to multiple sports, are constantly on the go until bedtime. They grab a crappy meal before they get home. Kids rush to their homework. There's just not enough time to do everything. I'm not like a religious person, but maybe God thinks that us freaking humans need a reset button. Everybody's like so involved in sports. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. Nobody come for me. I'm just saying, everything's just so weird. Maybe it's happening for a reason. So, I mean, okay, some businesses are closed. Schools are closed. Sporting events are closed. So I'm going to be cut off because I can't fit everything in the frame. Extracurricular activities are closed. Restaurants are closing. Like, all these things are closing. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to just do nothing. When we were kids, we would play. We played. And played and played and played. Like, there's no sports to watch on TV. All of those are done. Maybe it's time that everybody just shuts themselves down a little bit. Takes a break from the constant hustle and bustle. And just be. You know? Does it go to work? Okay, you gotta go to work. After work, you get to come home. Or pick up your kids and then come home. And then just hang out. Hang out, watch movies, play outside, read a book, play games. Play freeze tag. Play hide and seek. Have movie night. You know, have some snacks. Just sit around and be lazy here and there. Everyone is just so busy and so sleep deprived and so on the go and just so overwhelmed with life. And maybe the world just needs a damn timeout. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't have enough time in a day. Like, everyone is just so overwhelmed and sleep deprived and just everything. Like, people are just so uptight and just mean and nasty anymore. And some kids that have kids with anger issues and that are in trouble all the time. Maybe this is what they need. Extra time with mom and dad. You know? Some attention for... And then not having to act out and be bad to get attention. So hopefully... instead of parents being on the go and running around and here and there and watching sports and watching this and watching that and taking them to activities, hopefully parents will give them some attention and some time. I mean, how else could a higher power make parents be more hands-on with their kids? Like, this is the way. Close everything down to where your kids are with you, and you have to do it. Close the schools. Close their games and their dancing. I mean, it sucks because, like, for all the tournaments, like, these kids have worked so hard. Even, like, March Madness, all these other things. Like, I get it. It's frustrating all the way around. Like, all these state tournaments, these kids have busted their butt to get to where they are. And that does suck. And, like, kids that are supposed to be graduating, like, are they still going to graduate? Do they have to put in extra time and go to school longer? I saw a thing today, the governor of Ohio said something about the school might be closed for the year. I don't know if that's for, like, the whole year of 2020 or this whole school year. Like, that rest of the school year through the end of May. I don't even see why they should even predict that far out because it's just now, like, mid-March. So I think people are jumping the gun on things, but in all this chaos, find the positive. You get to see your kids. They don't have to hurry to try and fall asleep at a decent time so they can get up super early to get ready for school and spend all day at school. They can just have a little break. Like I said before, they don't get a spring break. They have Easter weekend, that's it. They have Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think Monday off. If that. So now she'll at least get a little break. For all the people that are dying, like, that sucks too, but people are dying every day from other things. Death is like, you can't escape death. It's going to happen. But yeah, maybe this is our wake-up call. Realize what's going on in your family. Take the time to spend with your family. enjoy what you can. Yeah, it might be inconvenient because you have to find a babysitter and take them to a babysitter instead of school. But after work, other than cooking a meal, kick your feet up, relax a little bit, watch your kids play. I'm sure people are going to like come for me and be nasty because I'm a stay-at-home mom. What do I know? Well, I have worked before, so. And I know plenty of parents who have said repeatedly and who don't have the opportunity to spend time with their kids. My mom, for instance, she was a single mom. She worked 2 jobs and went to college. My dad wasn't in the picture. There was no child support, nothing coming in to help my mom. And we were always with babysitters. We really rarely saw our mom in the evening. Our babysitters, we were talking about the other week. I had babysitters that took me to school and picked me up from school. There were times with her hours that she worked, she would pick me and my sister up from a babysitter at literally 1 in the morning. She'd load us up one by one in the car and take us home. Like, she didn't have a choice. I'm sure she would have loved to have a chance to be home and spend with her kids. I saw just this morning they passed some bill to help with people, like, I don't know, I didn't read all the details. Sick pay, paid sick leave, up to 80 hours. If you, like, have to be quarantined and miss work. Something about paid leave for if you don't have childcare for your kids or their school's closed and you have to miss work. I mean, government can only do so much. You can't solve all the world's problems. But yeah, maybe this is our wake-up call. We're doing too much. We're doing too much in some areas and not enough in other areas. And this is going to make people realize, like, not being able to find simplest things like groceries and toilet paper. All right. Things everyone just kind of takes for granted. Maybe we'll start appreciating the little things more. I don't know. You gotta wonder. It was snowing yesterday. I'm freezing. Now today, it's not even cold out. So allergies are going crazy everywhere. So people are like coughing and sniffling anyway. Mexican pizza's not very good today. I don't get them very often. And this may be why. I should have opened my window. Yeah, this Mexican pizza is like a disaster. It smells so good in here because I've been cleaning and vacuuming, washing walls. I literally spent the entire day in here yesterday other than run to the store for a minute. I plugged in a pumpkin apple wallflower from my last haul. And the outlet's right over there by the heater vent. So when the heat kicks on, it kind of blows the smell around. It smells so good in here. I like my candles, but sometimes candles burning for so long starts giving me a headache. Not the scent. I think it's just from whatever the candle puts off. I wish my grandma was home. She's still in Florida. She doesn't come home for a couple weeks, I think. I wish she was just home here because there's still no confirmed cases here. There is in Ohio, but not anywhere near where we're at. The school put out this thing on Facebook. It said, outdoor activity is not closed. Music is not closed. Reading books is not closed. Like, yeah, take advantage of the things that you can do. When I was a kid, we were outside like all day long. If you were lucky, you had like an Atari or a Nintendo, a basic Nintendo. And even when we did have those, we were outside. Like my mom worked in the summer, so it was me and my sister when we were a little bit older. We were always out with friends. Riding bikes, riding skateboards, walking the railroad tracks, like exploring in the little woods behind our house. Is playing. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have internet. And we had I was a cheerleader, and we had softball stuff, but I don't feel like there were so many activities back then. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it's good for kids to be active and play sports. I was just saying the other day, I want to get Adrian some type of gymnastics class. Like 1 day a week. But there's kids who have something every single day of the week. During the week and on weekends. That's insane. When do they get a time to just rest? I think kids have forgotten to a lot of kids nowadays just don't even know how to just be. You know? Kids get bored easily. If they don't have a sporting event or a practice or a dance rehearsal or something, so they don't know what to do. They get bored, they get antsy, they act up. It's just get a coloring book. Get a book. My kids like their tablets, but they play a lot. Adri loves to read. She loves to draw. She loves to do crafts. And some kids don't even know what they enjoy because all they do is play video games. Or go to their sport practice. They might not know that they like to draw. They might not know that they like to read books because they don't ever have time to do it. I mean, I wish people weren't going crazy and in a panic mode, but I'm kind of glad this is happening. Yeah, the economy's taking a huge hit. Okay, well, maybe people are too wrapped up with just that. There's more to life than just money. We didn't have any growing up. We survived. My mom always found a way. It's like back in the day, people just found ways to make things happen. And nowadays, people just do the least amount possible and then have things like done for them. I mean, people go through rough times. Like my situation, it's like the day he left, I could go get a job. My God, with as much sickness as my kids had, if I would have got a job shortly after he left, I would have been fired. I would have been fired from multiple jobs. All the days I had to miss, like, Adrian was off school for what, 2 weeks? Allie was sick. They had both were in the ER on IVs. Jackson has appointments that are clear across the state. It's windy out. I have one of those plastic chairs out front, and like the slightest wind blows it all over the place. So yeah, in the next few weeks of craziness, we need to just kind of think about things, take a good look at ourselves and at our lives. Like what? And people always say, where did the time go? It goes so fast. This week's over already. It's time to go back to work. This weekend's over. I didn't have time to do this. I'm one of those people because time flies because we just don't have time to be. We're just constantly in this busy life. I'm sure my kids are going to get on my nerves in the next couple weeks. Having all three. Allie and Jax are just a handful. Adrian and Allie, they're at this point where they just argue and pick on each other nonstop and fight. We're going to make the most of it. We're going to work together to declutter and clean things and organize rooms. So when life goes back to normal, things are kind of in order. So we don't have to worry about them on a daily basis trying to take care of this and catch this up and do this. Without having like cable, I don't really, like I'll see a few things on Facebook here and there. And if I see something about our area, like I share it. But then, and being at home doing stuff is fine. Then I go out into the world and it's just craziness. It's like, some people are just insane. This one lady was on Facebook going crazy because saying all these adults are just buying up formula to resell it and to use it for themselves. It's like, I went to Walmart and Meijer plenty of times long before this virus ever came about, and they were completely out of formula. Maybe they're out. Maybe the truck didn't come in when it was supposed to. Maybe they just don't have the manpower to stock the shelves, every shelf, every night. It's not just like this is the first time they've ever been out of formula. Like I've literally went 2 and 3 times in a week and they didn't have any on the shelf long before this. I've talked about it in my grocery hauls. But this lady cussing everybody out, using all this foul language. It's like, oh my gosh, has everyone lost their shit? So I'm not scared. I'm not all worked up and freaked out. Like I said, I'm worried about elderly people. And people with weakened immune systems. But I'm not like, I don't know. I mean, if all the restaurants close, okay, we don't really go out to restaurants that often anyway. fast food places closed, okay. We have plenty of food here. But it's not like it's forever. It's not like the world's stopping in a couple days. And what if it was? What if the world was supposed to come to an end here in a week? Is that how everybody wants to spend it? Going freaking crazy and just going nuts and being rude to everybody? No, spend it enjoying your life. Enjoying what time you have left here. No day is promised. Like, I don't know. So weird. Last night, before bed, I got on Facebook just to see if anything was going on in the world. And there was a video on our one of our local pages. This guy's like walking down the street and he's showing, he's trying to tag his friend that owns this music studio downtown, or down the way. Let him know there's like flashing lights. There's police everywhere. It's roped off. I'm gonna let him know, hey, something happened right by your studio. So then another video pops up. It's somebody videotaping out their window. There's a man laying in the street. Apparently, he's dead. There's literally a dead man laying in the street. This guy is filming it. All of our city is watching it. Well, whoever happened to be on. So it was a live video. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is he showing? And he zooms in. It's a man laying in the street. It's like, what the heck? We've had a lot of shootings here. I forget how many we've already had this year. Like, shooting death. So it's like, okay, is this another shooting or what? Like, what is going on? And the police are there. And then the police see him. So he goes out and talks to him. And then the police say they have to go... I can't even think of the word. So they kind of go like, because it was like at an intersection. So they're going, they all kind of spread out so that they're blocking off the road so no traffic can come through or anything. Secure the scene. And the man's just laying there, but like they were over there and you can see like the one guy nudged the guy's leg. Probably because like he doesn't have any wounds or anything. Because I checked today, I finally found today, they don't know what the cause of death was. So it's like he wasn't stabbed, he wasn't shot. They don't know. The coroner's report will tell. Like, here's a man laying in the street, and the cop kind of nudges the guy's leg, probably to see if he's going to move or, like, whatever. They don't know what's going on. For all they know, he's passed out or he's on some kind of drugs. He could stand up and flip out and beat him. Like, who knows? I wouldn't get down the guy's face and try and wake him up either. I mean, safety first. And they're all standing around, and then they... You know, they're doing their investigation. And then, like, the coroner shows up. And then rescue squad shows up. They put a sheet over him. They load him up. And, like, the guy taking the video is like, oh, my gosh, where's the respect? You can't just leave him on the ground. It's like, hello, they have a job to do. They have to follow, like, there's steps you have to take at a freaking crime scene, whether it's a murder scene or, like, whatever the hell it is. And he's going off like, all these people are coming like, oh my God, how rude. I can't believe they're just letting him lay there. And it's like, they can't just up and move a body. I mean, I don't know. So everyone's just being nasty towards the police officers, like always. It's just, and they weren't even they're doing their job. They're waiting for the proper things to come in. They had to have a guy, then the guy shows up and is taking pictures. Like, they probably wait for like, the cops probably got there first because someone called about a man down. Then you have to get, like, the investigator there to take pictures in, like, the crime scene. You have to wait for the freaking coroner to come and do his thing. Like, it's not, like, a 5-minute process. Unless people, like, throwing a fit, putting the police down because they're not moving them out of the street and they're not standing right by them. It's like, okay, they have to secure the other freaking roads. You're at a freaking intersection. They make sure people aren't walking up. Because it was, like, midnight. And they're closing off traffic and putting up yellow tape. Like... Jeez. But yeah, I looked today, and like, cause of death is unknown right now. So it was like a 50-some-year-old, I think, 56 or something. It's like, I didn't know where I was going with that story. Oh, not every day is promised. Somebody commented, like, did you see that video? Did you see that police officer kicked that man? It's like, nobody kicked anybody. Why do people just start crap for no reason? I watched the damn video. Nobody kicked anybody. Some people just constantly want to start stuff out of nothing. I hate it. There's so many times I see people just totally being completely rude and nasty to somebody. It's like, people say, oh, stand up for people that are being bullied. It's like, okay, in this world, you can't. There's two people, someone's picking on someone in the street. Okay, you try and step in and get it to stop. And stand up for the person. And what happens next? You get shot or stabbed. Or beat up or jumped by, like, you can't. You see someone on the side of the road that looks like they need help, but you're afraid to stop because they have gang initiation things. That's what they do. And then as soon as you pull over, they come out of nowhere. It sucks that this is the world we live in. We used to run around after dark with just street lights on. We didn't lock our doors. And now it's like, I'm nervous with Adrian even playing out front. Like, we don't live in a bad section, but man, this world is nuts. It just gets worse each day. And we're like one of the top areas. Is it our state? Or the section of our state? For sex trafficking things. Human sex trafficking. Because of where we're located. Like at our old house, the kids played out back. It was fenced in. It was great. Here they can't do that. Because our only yard is out front. So we're in a quiet area, like you hardly ever hear traffic. As I say that a car goes. But I mean, but geez, nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. People have lost their shit. Like, everyone has mixed opinions about guns and gun violence, but it's like, I don't know. I have family members that are police officers. I have family members who are in the military. I have family members who carry. And I'll tell you what, I do feel safer when they're around, because if some lunatic comes about, it's like I gotta seize. If some lunatic comes about and wants to cause harm to anybody, I have someone that can protect me. I can't protect my kids. I've never shot a gun in my life. Like, I don't carry. I don't see any reason to. I don't feel like I'm, like, fearful for my life. You know what I mean? But there are out there that are freaking nuts. And it's good that there's good people that are trained and use their weapons in the right way to protect those who get in situations like that. I mean, I don't know what they can do about bad guys getting a hold of guns. Same with drugs. Drugs are illegal, but if you want them, you get them. Same with guns. Like, if somebody wants a gun, they're going to find a way to get it. Like, I don't know how they can ever stop that. I mean, even, like I said, stricter gun laws, it's not like criminals are going to hand over their guns. Like, here, we have some guns. They were stolen. Like, we'll just turn them over to you. No, the bad, crazy, lunatic people are always going to find a way to have that stuff. So the more good people that are prepared to and willing to take those people on, if by God they try to cause harm to groups of people, I'm grateful for those. especially this crazy world. Like, it's getting more and more out of control. Some things need to be controlled, but you can't control. It's life. You can't control people. You can't. I don't know. The more you try to control somebody, the more they're going to try and go out of their way to prove that you can't. You know what I mean? It almost makes things worse. No, everybody doesn't deserve the same. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about this, because I'm probably going to get hateful comments in there, but the bad guys are always going to get guns. Drug dealers and drug addicts are always going to find ways to get drugs no matter what the laws are. Crazy things are going to happen everywhere no matter what. So just do your part. Stay in your lane. Try to make the best of your life and your children's life and your family's life. That's all we can do, right? Wow. That was an interesting lunchtime video. Anyway, thanks for having lunch with me. I gotta get back to cleaning before my kids get home, which will be here in just a few hours. I don't even know what time it is. My old phone. Like, it never wanted to hold a charge. Let's see. It's so small compared to my new one. I hate the size of the iPhone 11. It's just too big, especially for my little hands. I can't type. I'm always missing letters. I don't know how. There's so many times I type and then I look at it and it's like, what the heck? Why does it put a space in there instead of a letter? It's all the time. So I don't know what the difference is. If anything, you think it'd be easier on my new phone because it's bigger to type, but for some reason I can't do it. And I have to use these little hook things because my hand's just too small. Look, I can't even reach across my phone. My hand's so small. And this is the 6, the iPhone 6. It's not even big. I just have little hands. Oh my gosh, are you going to turn on? I just want to know the time. The time is, like back in the day, we used to have time and temperature. We still have it. And you call and it tells you what the time is and what the temperature is. Okay, it's 2:12. That's it? That can't be right. Is it? I guess it is. I'm sure this phone would have updated with the time change. So it has to be the right time. Yeah, it's 2:12. Time for me to... Oh, now it's 2:13. I have all these notifications coming in because my phone was off. All right, it's 2 o'clock. The kids are going to be here in literally like 2 hours. Okay, I'm trying to turn my phone off. Power off. All right, guys. Thanks for having lunch with me. I will see you in the next video. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Try and enjoy this craziness the best you can. If the kids go to bed late, it's okay. If they have crappy meals, it's okay. If they... I don't know. It's crazy it is for us adults. Think about how crazy it is for kids, like especially little kids. We've never known a time where they're closing schools and businesses all because trying to not spread a virus. So it's crazy it is for us adults. Just think, these little kids are hearing us. They're hearing what we say. They're seeing all this chaos and not knowing what to think about it either. And the more we say and freak out in front of them, the harder it's going to be for them. And they may not speak up and say anything, but they're probably going to go to bed heartbroken and scared to death and sad because they don't know what's going on. They're not going to see their friends for a few weeks. It's not like it's summer break. It's something new. They're supposed to go to school and have tests, and here they're not. So we need to just do our best, stick together. If I didn't have 3 kids, I would be volunteering to like watch some people's kids, but I can't even handle mine. And now with my little ones, they're just too much of a handful. But there are like daycares that are opening up and taking places on. I've seen so many people in my area that are volunteering to babysit because they have like 1 kid. There are like fitness places that are volunteering to babysit kids and provide them lunch. The school system is providing lunches there's any kid that goes in Adri's school system can get a free lunch every single day that they're off if they need them. Like, it's amazing to see people pull together and help take care of each other. I just wish that all the mean nastiness wasn't there. Like, if you think it's a hoax, okay, great, but don't put down people that are scared. Like Shelby said, people have a right to feel however they want to feel about it. People want to be freaked out and terrified, that's fine. Let them. That's how they're reacting to it. People want to think it's a hoax, that's fine. But people don't have to be nasty to each other about their own opinion on things. Like, everybody has their own opinion on every subject, whether it's, like we talked about earlier, like, just let people live. Let people have their own opinion, but those with opinions, calm them down a little bit. You don't have to try and shove your opinion down someone else's throat and try and make them think the same way you are. It's okay for everybody to think differently and have different opinions. That's what makes the world go round. If we all felt the exact same about every single thing, this life would be so freaking boring. So yeah, just remember, be nice. Understand, like I said, I'm not worried for me or for my kids. I'm worried for like Jay's mom, who just went through chemo and radiation. I'm worried for my grandmas who aren't in the best health, that are like Jay's grandmas are in their 90s. My grandmas are in their 80s. No, my one grandma might be 90, in her 90s. Those are the ones I'm worried about. I'm not going to freak out and treat people crappy because I have people in my family that might end up getting sick and, God forbid, pass away from this virus if they get it. I mean, everyone just use common sense and be nice and have human decency and just be caring and compassionate and have a heart for others. Like, there's so many nasty people out there. Just like comments on basic YouTube videos. People are just so mean and nasty, and I don't understand like what goes on in their life that they just... I've seen people be super nasty, and I can't even say anything back to them. Like, as much as I wanted, like, I would never do that. It's not my place. But it's like, for the... I don't know. It's crazy. This world's crazy. We've all gone crazy, okay? And I'm going to get back to cleaning so my crazy kids can come home to a cleaner house. All right, guys. I'll see you in my next video.